Do you want more? More time, more balance, more love, more sex, more money, more real, and less bullshit? This is the Women Wanting More podcast with Dr. Karen Osborne. Real life, real stories, plus real tips to get you more of what you want.
So I'm recording this episode at local Starbucks. I'm outside, going to go on to a group mastermind call in 13 minutes. And this has come true for me. And I just feel very, very compelled. I feel very compelled to speak this message to you right now. So let me give you a lowdown on this. Actually, I'm going to walk a little bit in eye spot of my laptop so I don't walk back and it's gone. So here's what's true for me, then sister, and here's what came up. So on Facebook, I put a post, and you know me, you've been listening to the podcast for a while, and if you haven't, then and you forgot to see the E for explicit on this podcast episode, then you're gonna experience some fucks and shits and oh my god, motherfuckers and swearing. It's how I speak. It's who I am. I have lots of words I use. Those happen to be 3 of them. And so in that post, I put something about I swore in it, so it was number 1. And then number 2, I said, oh my fucking God. And so the gentleman who posted was like, the cursing is tolerable, but be careful with the blasphemy. Now, I'm not a religious gal, in the least. If you are, mazel tov, awesome. Works for you, cool. It doesn't work for me. It just doesn't. Don't try to convince me otherwise. I know who I am. If it works for you, awesome. Doesn't work for me. So what he meant by that is at least what I saw what he meant by that is careful because you might offend people. Careful. And what I responded back to him is, you should probably then follow me because there's going to be more of the same. And I don't do careful. And there was something about when I wrote that, I'm like, post, publish. I don't do careful. I'm like, ooh, there's so much to say in that. I don't do careful. Because how much of our fucking day in life is it about being careful? Careful what you say so you don't offend anyone. Hey kids, careful what you're doing. Careful don't fall down the stairs, we say to our kids when they're little and climbing all sorts of stuff. Careful about what you can do with the rest of your life. Careful what you put in your body. Careful, 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 careful. Politically correct ad nauseum. Be careful. And I'm going to suggest to you that nothing good ever fucking happens in careful. Nothing profound happens in careful. Nothing life-changing, nothing transformative, nothing substantial happens by living in the land of careful. I don't do careful. Now, does it mean you're going to swing your kid off the balcony a la Michael Jackson way back in the day? No, don't do stupid shit. But is careful really getting you what you want? Is careful getting you the results that you truly desire within your life? Or is it causing paralysis where you are so afraid to take action or speak or do anything at all because you don't want to offend anyone, so you better be careful. Don't do careful. Careful right now is suffocating you. Careful right now is holding you back. Careful right now is stopping you from taking action. Careful right now is cutting off your lady balls and you've there's no, I feel like I'm Jewish today. There's no chutzpah inside of you to do anything of any merit. Careful will not allow you to take a leap. Careful will not allow you to say, I'm just going to fucking jump, even if I don't know where I'm landing. Careful will not allow you to get the results you want within your life. When people say to me, and they look back at my husband and they go, man, you guys from 6 months ago and a year ago and 2 years ago and 5, holy shit, you guys have done all these things and how did you do it? It didn't happen by being careful. I can tell you that right now. It didn't happen from being careful. It came from taking jumps when I didn't feel ready. It came from listening to the voice and acting on that. It came from not really caring. Now listen, there's a distinction there. There's a difference of not caring. There's a difference of not feeling. But not caring what others think. It doesn't mean I wasn't affected by it. It doesn't mean that people couldn't say nasty things to me online. I didn't feel that. I'm a human. I feel those things. But I didn't allow it to stop me. Just like the gentleman's statement. See, because I could look and I go like, better not, the religious folk, better not say, oh my fucking God, because even though it's small g, not big G, what if I offend somebody? I better be careful. Don't do careful. So here's your more tip for today. Where are you being so careful in your life right now where it's causing you to not do anything? You're not taking any action. You're so afraid. You're trying to figure out all the angles. You're trying to figure out how you can do it, make everybody happy. So where is it in your life that you're being so careful that it's causing you to be paralyzed? Here's the second piece of that. How can you move from careful to fucking jumping, to walking into that space of darkness where you don't know, to actually doing something? What is the one thing you can do the next 24 hours to take action to move you from careful to jump? Careful to jump. And I know it's crazy because it might seem like they're at opposite ends of the spectrum. There's careful on the one side, and then there's holy shit, let me take a jump into the void on the other. So you figured out what is the one action step that's going to inch you even just a little bit closer to the jump and away from careful. These conversations, these questions, we go actually deep on in a very, very exciting new closed Facebook group I created about 3 weeks ago called the Woman Wanting More Experience. It's a closed Facebook group. So what you want to do to get into it, because you need to be part of this group, it's like 426 women in there now in a little less than 3 weeks. Like, it's exploding in there. And amazing things. I actually dropped in a program that I created called the More Mindset System, which was created out of so many of you saying, I'm having, how do I not care what other people think? How do I shift my mindset? So I created something because you told me that this is the problem you're having. It's a 4-part video series. And if you weren't in there, they were the first to actually get that in the sisterhood. So to be able to join and request to be added to the Women Wanting More Experience closed Facebook group, I want you to, if you're listening to your show notes, there's a clickable link. You can also email me, drkaren@drkarenosborne.com, and say, I want in. And I'll send you the link for that. Or just simply you're listening onto your phone, which most of you do. You can click on the I and bring up the show notes, and you'll see the clickable link right there. So I will talk the next episode, sister. A life of more is just one step away from you doing the fucking work every single day. I love and appreciate you.
To get the show notes of each Women Wanting More episode, including the How to Get More tip, subscribe to the newsletter at drkarenosborne.com/newsletter.